because of Coopville's mistakes. I think all three of our runs were unearned. They're all in errors by Coopville. So that comes back to me playing solid fundamental baseball.
Well, and then you brought me to key number 3 for me, and that is capitalizing on the other team's mistakes. You can force the other teams to make that throw to first by taking a little bit of a little extra of a lead, force that throw, see if you can get them so that he's not focused entirely on the hitter. They're more focused on They're more focused on out.
Run it as hard as you can, run it out, and I think for the most part the kids do that anyway, but to hear that, it's just kind of another reference to really make the other team make the mistake.
There was just last week or the week before in the major leagues, somebody ran out. There was nobody on base. He ran out a pop-up. He was standing on second when they dropped the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
So
don't give up on the play. Run it all the way through. Yeah, and like there was a play early in the game before, or was a in Kalama, they're a perennial team. I think they won state last year, didn't they, for baseball?
I'm not sure.
I think they did. So I mean, they're up there usually in this. This is a normal thing for them. So they're going to be a team that should be relaxed and confident, and you have to do the same thing when you're playing a team like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is our Farmers Insurance and the Tammy Cotton Agency keys to the game. Coming up, we're going to get to our starting lineup. We are now about 18 minutes from there, but we're going to thank our sponsors. But then let's take a look at our seniors and just kind of talk about. I think there's 5 seniors.
That sounds correct.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Island Satellite Internet 360, 28 minutes from 27 minutes from the first pitch. And we'll get to see what's going to happen between these. I'll tell you what, that's a slick fielding second baseman right there.
Yeah.
With a.
I like that drill. It's a nice drill. Makes you have to think on your toes when that second ball's coming at you.
Yeah, it was a really nice throw over to first when he did it off balance, and then a pop up to the catcher. And that's why you run him out.
Yep, that's exactly it.
You think, oh, that's the easy spot fly, but
they had one in the game before. It was a pop up, and the pitcher, the catcher, couldn't decide who was going to catch it.
Wolverines are about to take the field, and I want to make sure that everybody understands how important these sponsors are, because it took $100 to fill up my tank. Okay, so it's going to take another $100 to get back, and the game fees are not very nice. So make sure you thank all of our sponsors who have, once again, put up a lot of money to make this stream possible. Lemon Computers. John, he has a kid playing. He's been with us the entire season, making sure that we had as many games up as possible. Dave Rude with Rude Electric. He's done it as well. So we're here thanks to those two as well. They're important business owners in the community as well. So here we are, John. Are these the Cascades?
No. We're past that.
But we got to be the foothills of the Cascades.
Well, the Cascades are that way. The other direction.
Okay.
We're in the not the gorge, but it's the Columbia River Basin. Is that what it's called? Is that where you're at? I don't know. I'm not a big Washington State geography person.
Well, we're here at the base of a rather large hill.
The river's right inside those buildings.
All right. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day to play some baseball. We're going to talk about the Friday Harbor seniors, and one is out there. Try to see where he is right now.
There's Connor Haynes right there, number 3.
Number 3, the catcher. He's handled the pitchers so well all season long. So many shutouts. You don't get it if your catcher isn't calling the right things.
He's a good game and taking care of those loose pitches.
Yeah. So Connor Haynes, He's from. Was he native to Friday Harbor?
I think he was here, and moved, and came back.
Okay,
So pretty close.
Okay, so
But baseball is his prime sport, and he's been playing that forever.
And I think he played football this past year.
He did, but baseball
Yeah.
is his
passion.
His passion is, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember calling his name a few times.
Supposedly he's got it fixed.
What's that?
Ken's hopefully got it squared away.
All right, we should be popping up on YouTube as well. I know a lot of you talked to me about wanting it on YouTube so you could cast it onto your TV at home, and you should be able to have it on at Haley's Bar and Grill. They're going to have it. The big store is going to have it. And a couple of other places are. Blue Water is going to try to have it on theirs as well.
So next senior, we got Connor there. We can go down the list. It'll be Dylan Roberson down in center.
Dylan Roberson, there's a three-sport guy who's out there in center field. He's kind of always been the center of everything. Quarterback, point guard, center fielder. He's been such a big part of the Wolverine program. There he is right there with a throw coming in. One hop, gets away from the senior Haynes, but beautiful throw coming from the outfield. Have to watch those throws coming from right field. Make sure that they are down and not rainbowed in. The sun is kind of overhead, so I guess that's not as big of a factor. But anyway, Roberson, I remember him out at a game. Friday Harbor was down by 19 or 20 to Darrington in basketball, and all of a sudden here's a freshman, I think he was at the time, and he just harassed Darrington into turnover after turnover after turnover, and they came back. They ended up winning by 13 or 14. But, that was kind of the time for me when I was like, okay, this kid's the real deal. Yeah. He was not afraid to take over a game and lead his team, and he's been a leader on the football field, on the baseball field, on the basketball court, and here he is in the final couple of weekends of his high school career. Do you know where he's going to college?
It's Montana State, I think.
Where's Dylan going to college? He's Montana.
Montana.
He will be going to the University of Montana. So I'm sure that that's Bozeman, Montana? Missoula, Montana. So he's going to get used to some big mountains like this out there in Missoula. Next senior, John. AJ Rude. I think I've heard of him. A big, important piece to the Wolverines' playoff run there in basketball, and now here in baseball as well. This has been what he's been looking forward to for quite a while. Where is he going to college?
I think he's going to work for his dad.
He's going to go work for his dad.
Rude Electric. It's going to be a father-son extravaganza.
So it's going to be Rude,
all 3 boys working there.
Rude and Sons Electric. Maybe now they'll call it. But anyway, he's done a lot of stuff for the Wolverines. He's played the infield, the outfield, pitched. Is he in right field today?
Yeah, they're all warming up out in their middle right now.
Okay,
yeah, he's playing right.
He will be out in right field. Had the clutch hit to put the Wolverines here against Coopville, wasn't it?
Oh, that was Graham Larry.
Okay, I know he had a clutch hit at some point throughout the season. In fact, they probably all have.
Yes.
It's been a total team effort.
It's been a really good team effort.
But AJ Rude is a senior. His last 2 weekends of high school sports. He's an important part of basketball and now baseball. And then he's going to be one of those highly needed electricians on the island. You can pretty much, It's so hard to really a plumber or an electrician. They're all so busy right now.
That's for sure.
So it's good to have another electrician out there. The next senior,
Levi Buchanan.
He's been a lot on the infield.
He's second base. Second base is his big thing, and then he pitches.
And he came on in relief against Coopville earlier. We are a few minutes. We are now about 18 minutes from first pitch. Wolverine Sports on Friday. Harper Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, by Island Satellite Internet, 360-375-7107. Island Petroleum Services, Blue Water Bar and Grill, islandhomeservices.com, Root Electric, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Star Excavation and Septic, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Lemon Computers, Chicago Title, MEM Enterprises, Island Propane, and Mike Carlson Enterprises. And they're going to put the final touches on the batter's box right here. I don't know if you've been watching Major League Baseball this year. Some of the strike calls, it's been all over the map. So we're not going to try to pick on the refs too much because both teams play with the same ref.
That's right.
So they have the same field. It all is going to come down to who can execute more proficiently in a tight game. That's really what I think the game is going to come down to. I think we have one more senior we need to talk about. Camden Lucy, and that's a name that I don't know anything about him.
He pretty much plays baseball, and he's homeschooled, so you don't see him around the school with everybody else. So he's kind of a little bit on the fringe there, but they came over from Stanwood, and baseball is his big sport.
Okay. And
third base.
There's the update from some lady named Becky Corliss Volk. It's 56 outside. Feels like 61, light breeze, partly cloudy. The sun is nice and toasty, picking up. And, John, the wind is blowing in from left field to right field. Where we are, we don't really feel it. You can see the flags waving, so a ball gets up in the air off of a right-handed batter into right field. It can be trouble.
The first game, there were some high pops to the center that really they had to really adjust and move around to make the catch. So there is some breeze up there.
The higher the ball gets, I think we're going to see the more everybody's going to have to rally to the ball, just like rally to the tackle, to the ball carrier in football. You have to rally to the ball in this game. So let's see. That will take care of our look at all of the seniors. And we're going to pause for a few minutes and kind of let you enjoy the scenery as we get our microphones together. We will be fully mic'd up for this. We're trying to save battery on the phone and on the devices, so we're hooked up to power right now. So let everybody know that we are live, we are here, and share it with your friends. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. about this Monday. Yeah.
I do. I got a whole bag.
All right.
I got a whole bag of drinks. Doesn't sound very good.
You take enough of your favorite flavors. Luckily, Fred Meyer free pickup makes it easy to grab what you need without any surprise fees. Whether it's extra buns for the barbecue or some chips, just can't quit. Start your card with the Fred Meyer app. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Okay.
Get more ways to save. Buy 5 or more, save $1 each.
He's trying to
Just
text
buy
me.
5 or more participating items and save $1 each on card. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
On the phone is training.
Yeah, like
Power on for our region. Comes from hydropower dams. Replace reliability of dams by burning fossil fuels, making the impacts of climate change even worse. Learn more at NWRiverPartners.org. Northwest Hydropower. Safe, affordable. Paid for by Northwest River Partners.
By the way.
right off the bat. He's the only one that's moving. The system is broadcasted. Guy on the left.
Wrapped up.
I'm surprised you're blocking it. Usually with copyrighted music on Facebook, it doesn't live broadcast.
Told me I got what it takes. She said I'll turn you on, son, into something strong. With a song with the funky break. Ain't no cosmos.
How I get it?
Never saw you.
What is it?
I know, that's what Mr. Smith was like, that was a big deal.
So fans, welcome to the 2022 WIA Geesa Credit Union 2B Regional Baseball Game between the Kalama Chinooks and the Friday Harbor Wolverines. We ask that all spectators consider the time and effort each of these teams have put forth to represent their schools and communities. Fans yelling at participants, umpires, and coaches takes the fun out of the game. Please find positive things to cheer about so that our students can compete hard and enjoy the state experience. The regional game, once again, is between the visiting on the scoreboard, the Kalama Chinook, and the home team. Excuse me, I got that backwards, sorry. Friday Harbor will be the visiting team on the board. Kalama will be the home team. And now for the visiting team's starting lineups and non-starters. For Friday Harbor, number 1, non-starter Chris Gustafson. Number 5, Jeffrey Volk. Number 8, Cody Anderson. Number 9, Jack Anderson. Number 14, Brady Johnson. Number 19, Pierce Klein. And number 21, Elliot Samoan. Your starters for the Friday Harbor Wolverines. Number 2, Dylan Robertson. Number 3, Connor Haynes. Number 6, AJ Rudd. Number 7, Graham Luring. Number 11, DHing, Gavin Garcia. Number 15, Nathan Poisenjack. Number 18, Levi Bachman. And number 20, Camden Lucy. And number 23, Jackson Waldron. Friday Harbor Wolverines are out of the Northwest 2B League. Head coach Rich Warren, assisted by Justin Nibbler and Steve Schramm. For the home team, your non-starters, Connor Darnell, number 5. Number 6, Lakin Cochran. Number 7, Jason Ketzable. Number 8, Ashton Johnson.
I know, Stacy.
Number 15, Devin Lucent. Number 16, Eric Schulzen. And your starters for the Kalama Chinook, number 1, Noah Imboden. Number 2, Caden Staria. Number 3, Gavin McBride. Number 10, Jack Doherty.
Bucking on.
Number 11, Alex Laboa. Number 12, Todd Tabor. Number 14, Dawson Dunn. Number 17, Drew Schlenigan. Number 18, Keaton Fisher. And number 22, Dylan Mills. Kalama is out of the Central 2B League. Head coached by Brandon Walker, assisted by Mike Hall, John Collins, Corbin Burns, volunteers out there, Jamie Imboden, Toby Tabor, and Jason McBride. Play ball.
All right, so here's the first batter, Levi Buchanan, facing number 12 for Kalama. Their starting pitcher, Todd Tabor. First pitch, strike. It's pitcher is starting pitcher. Third pitch low, ball 2. So 2-1 count. Start of the first inning here in Brewster, Washington. Levi Buchanan at the plate. Fourth pitch in for a strike, 2-2 count.
Is this going through Tiny Radio? Or?
It's on Purple
It's on
Gold.
Facebook right now.
FHHS.
Here's the fifth pitch.
Booster, Purple Gold.
A little nubber down the first base. He makes the catch. Stands over on first for the first out of the first inning. Connor Haynes to the plate.
FHHS Purple and Gold on Facebook.
So Connor Haynes steps in.
Yep.
First pitch high for a ball. Ball 1. Second pitch swinging for a strike.
Couldn't catch up with that fastball right there. That was in on the hands.
1-1 the count. Third pitch high and up for ball 2. 2-1 count.
We went to 2-1 on the last one and got the number to first.
Pretty good velocity from the Kalama pitcher. There's right in there for a strike. 2-2.
Right at the knees. If he can locate that fastball, he's going to be,
It could be a long day.
Pitcher's dueled today.
Here's the 5th pitch. Low and outside for a ball. Catcher wanted to strike out, but that is ball 3. Full count.
Everybody but the catcher thought it was a ball.
So here's the payoff pitch to Connor Haynes. And inside for a strike. He rings him up on a strikeout. So Connor Haynes down looking. Our number 3 batter, Nathan Posenjack. So 2 outs here on the top of the first. Here's the first pitch to Nathan. That's in there for a strike.
Fastball right down the middle, number high. Nice. There's no sound.
Here's our second pitch. Swing and a miss. That's 2 strikes. That's down in the dirt.
Oh, in the dirt.
Ball, 2 strikes. Set up here for a 1-2 count. That's low and away, ball 2, so 2-2 count. There's a fly ball to center. It's over the center. It's going to drop in. He's down in first.
He's going to be.
He's going all the way for third.
It's a stand-up triple.
Will not be in time. So a triple for Nathan Posenjack.
That's his spot. He does like that spot.
Yeah, out to right down the middle of the plate pitch there.
Posenjack caught up with the fastball right there, rode it out into right center field. A beautiful shot there by Posenjack. A 2-out triple. We talked about the margin for error. See if they can play a little bit small ball.
Swing and foul back.
The catcher completely lost it. He was looking up there, and it was way out there.
So foul back for the first strike.
Posenjack.
Third, 2 outs. So 0-2 count for Graham Leary. 1 run third with 2 outs, top of first.
He's been trying to work that low corner.
Yeah, trying to get that established early for later in the game. That gets Kalama out of the inning. Sending Prairie Harvest Street a runner on third.
We're going to do a sound check.
All right, so that's going to bring us to the bottom of the first. Here in just a minute, I can get it. So we'll see when they come up to the plate. I'm going to work the order list. So defensive lineup for the Chris Gustafson is going to Graham makes the, he boots the ball. It was a ground ball to Graham Leary at second, but he booted it. So runner safe at first, runner safe at third. So that's about runners on the corners with one out for the catcher, number 12, Todd Tabor.
That should have been a fielder's choice or tag or
Should have
something.
been out on that play, so
But I think
that's
the
unfortunate.
base runner just kind of did a good job of distracting him.
Yeah, he was trying to throw the ball before he had the ball.
A double play gets him out of the inning right here.
Runner's going. Connor Haynes throws to short to try to bluff the third base runner. So we've got runners at second and third with one out.
Do they call that indifference, or is that going to go down as a steal?
I think it's indifference because they were trying to bluff the third base guy into going. There's a strike. So 1-1 the count. No, I'm sorry, 0-2 count. First pitch was a strike.
Takes the force off, but a strikeout.
Ooh, got him. So that puts the runner on first, hit by a pitch. Took it right off the elbow. He's not taking that well. So that's going to load the bases with one out. I heard the bone on that one. Whew. All right, so they're going to courtesy run for the catcher, and that's going to still leave the bases loaded with one out. And that gets him back in the dugout and puts some ice on that thing. So on plate is going to be number 14, Dawson Dunn. He's the third baseman.
Bosenjack put him down in order in the
First
bottom
inning.
of the first.
Yep.
But 3 of the first 4 batters have reached here. But a double play still gets him out, but you cut that lead runner at home if you can keep it in.
Yeah, you gotta hope for the right kind of infield ground ball here to make this
So
happen.
let's see, that's 3, 7, 8. This has to be the bottom of the order right here.
We're pretty close to it right now. The catcher was the seventh batter. Connor does a great job of covering that. The ball kind of got away from him, but he keeps the runner from scoring. We're
What's
on
up,
their number
Nikayla?
8 batter, Dawson Dunn, the third baseman.
Hey, Nikayla, can you
So
give
there's
us a
ball
thumbs
one.
up if you can
So
hear
we've
us
got
loud
a
and clear?
1-0 count, bases loaded with one out. Pretty much hoping for a ground ball double play here. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. So 1-1 the count.
Nowhere to put him.
So there's a bunt attempt, but it's a ball. So that's going to make it a 2-1 count. So 2-1, one out, bases loaded. Gave us a little bunt bluff there. We'll see if they stick with that or if that was just to see if we were ready. There's an inside foul tip for a strike.
Off the chest plate and the mask, it sounded like.
Went bouncing all over the place between the umpire and the catcher.
What's the count here?
We should be at the 2-2.
Big pitch right here.
Yeah, so 2-2 count, bases loaded with an out.
Don't want to go to 3 and 2.
Ideal situation here would be a strikeout. But
I'm calling low and inside
yeah,
right here.
we'll see where the placement is on this pitch.
They're going to call for it.
Connor sets up high. And it's off his hands, foul back. So the bat keeps going.
It bounced over the fence and then enough spin that it bounced back inside the park.
So we're at a 2-2 count with one out still. Bases loaded. That's going to be low in the dirt. So that's going to give us a full count. So 3-2, bases loaded with an out. So we're going to have a little timeout, a little conversation on the mound. Kind of make sure everybody's on the same page here for what happens.
Haynes and Posenjack out there. They're talking, you cut with you. I think they want to put something in the dirt, keep the ball down.
Yeah, and they want to make sure they know who's covering what here. I think it all goes sideways. So full count, one out. Bases are loaded. Here's our
Off for
payoff
low and
pitch.
away.
That's going to be outside for a ball, so that's going to walk in a run. So it is now Kalama 1, Friday Harbor 0. Bases are still loaded with 1 out. That's going to bring number 17 to the plate, who is not on my list. He is their number 9 batter, though.
Base is still loaded.
So if I go through
1-0.
logically here, 1, 2, 3, short. He must be, I think, a designated hitter. So here comes the first pitch for a strike. So still bases
Kind
loaded.
of suicide squeeze here.
Yeah, it could be what they're calling up. That force puts all the ball play on us. Second pitch, swing and a miss.
Those Jazz.
So that's a quick 0-2 count.
He just reared back and threw his best fastball right there.
So here we go, 0-2 count. An out right here will go a long way for this inning. There's a swing and a miss for a
Swing and a
strikeout.
miss.
So there's a K for Nathan. So that's going to bring us around to the top of the order. That's left fielder Dylan Mills with 2 outs, bases loaded.
Did he strike out? No, he.
I didn't write him down on my
I think
list.
he was out at first.
So here is the first pitch to him. 2 outs, bases loaded. That's going to be outside for ball 1. That's going to be low and inside for ball 2.
Haynes with a good job smothering the ball right
Yeah,
there.
Haynes did a great job blocking the plate. So 2-0 count with 2 outs. It's going to be up and outside for a ball, so 3-0 count. I got to think the manager's telling him to take this pitch no matter what happens. Shows bunt. There's a strike. So 3-1 count. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Kalama 1, Friday Harbor 0 in the bottom of the second.
Willie show bunt again.
Now he's got a pitch to play with here. Let's see what he does with it. There is a strike. So there's strike 2. That's going to full count. 2 outs, bases loaded.
That's that high fastball I've been looking for.
Yeah,
Couldn't
he's
call a
been
strike.
calling those strikes though. So here's the payoff pitch. Inside on his hands, it's fouled over the right side. So that's going to keep the bat going. So 3-2 count with 2 outs, bases loaded.
Big pitch right here at the top of the order.
So here's our payoff pitch. And it's right up the middle to Levi Buchanan. He makes the play, throws over to first. So that out ends the inning. So Kalama strands 3 in the bottom of the second. So that leaves it Kalama 1, Friday Harbor 0. We're going to the top of the third.
That was a big pitch right there. Be able to
Get out of that inning, stranded
yeah.
3. Yeah, that was a huge deal.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Inner Island Propane, Mike Carlson Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, and Star Excavation and Septic. We're going to the top of the third inning of a fairly quick moving game. It was kind of a slow inning the half of an inning right there, but quickly now.
So A.J. Rude's going to be leading us off here in the top of the third. Rich is doing the slow cruise there. See how the catcher's doing. So if you didn't have this on earlier, the catcher was hit by a pitch in the last inning. And so they're kind of checking him out to make sure he can still catch. Their manager was out checking on him. Got him right on his left elbow, which is his catching arm. All right, so the pitcher's all warmed up. We're going to get AJ in the box here. So it's top of 3, no outs to the Wolverines. Kalama 1, Friday Harbor 0. There's the first pitch to AJ. Inside for strike 1. So 0-1 count to AJ. There's a little nubber to the second baseman. He's up with the ball, throws to first, and makes the first out. So 1 down for the Wolverines. There's a little nubber to the second baseman. That's going to bring Jackson Waldron to the plate.
Thank you, Irene Kalama.
Here's the first pitch to Jackson. And takes ball 1. Outside. Second pitch in. That's going to be in there for a strike. So 1-1 count to Jackson. And that's high and swinging a miss from Jackson. So 1-2 is the count. Top of 3 with 1 out. That's going to be outside and away from the catcher, so that's ball 2. 2-2 count. Ooh, that's all right at Jackson's head. He takes it out for a ball. So full count for Jackson Waldron with 1 out, top of 3. And he takes strike 3 for a K. So that's going to be 2 outs for the Wolverines. Levi Buchanan to the plate. Here's the first pitch to Levi. And he swings and a miss for a strike. Another swing and a miss, 2 strikes. So a quick 0-2 count to Levi Buchanan. And that's over his head for a ball. Oh. Umpire says the ball hit his helmet, so there's a quick trip for Levi to the first base. The manager's gonna come over and argue with the ump that it hit his bat. The ump is certain it hit his helmet.
Levi Buchanan.
So they're gonna.
He's hitting .488 on the season.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a pretty good chance he was going to be on anyway.
At some point, for sure. So they're going to continue discussing the hit by a pitch.
I'm not sure you can really have much of a conversation about a player being hit by a pitch.
So that's going to bring up Connor Haynes with 2 outs. Runner on first.
The tying run on first.
It is the tying run on first. So here's the first pitch to Connor. It's going to be in there for a strike. Strike 1. Levi's got a short lead. He's being held on at first. There he goes. Connor swings and misses. The ball is down and not in time. He's safe at second. That was strike 2 to Connor. So Connor's in an 0-2 count. Runner steals second.
The throw got past the shortstop.
So we've got 2 outs, runner in scoring position. 0-2 count to Connor Haynes. And Connor swings and misses for strike 3. So that ends the inning for the Wolverines. Strand another runner. So we're going to be heading to the bottom of the 3rd for Kalama. And let's see, I got their list around here somewhere. Going to talk some more with the umpire. He doesn't like the call at second. Didn't like being hit by a pitch. All right, so they're going to get warmed up. I'm going to get a thing of water. All righty.
I know, right?
All right, so Connor's all dressed and ready to go. He had a fill in there, but they didn't use him. All right, so Nathan's going to warm up here.
Care to guess or make an educated guess about who leads the Wolverines in batting average?
It's Jeffrey. He's only got like
Batting 600.
He's only got like 5 bats.
At 600 out of the season. So that's something to keep an eye on late in the game. Need a good pinch hit.
Pinch hit with the bases loaded with 2 outs.
Yeah.
He hits an infield single against Darrington.
It worked.
Alrighty, so Nathan's about halfway warmed up. We've got number 10 on deck for Kalama, who is Jack Doherty, their first baseman.
Apparently it's pronounced Kalama.
Kalama, yeah.
Like lamb. That's how somebody.
Well, so I was thinking that if it's llama, right?
Yeah.
Llama's 2 L's. So it would be Kalama. It makes more sense. A double consonant when you say llama. All right, so we're all warmed up and ready to go. Here's number 10 to the plate. He is their number 2 hitter. A little brief conversation with Nathan, with Chris, and Camden. So we are ready to go. Batter steps in. All right, here's our first pitch. And that's a swing and a foul tip. So quick 0-1 count.
If it's not too far, I don't want you to miss.
Here's the second pitch. It's down low for ball 1. So 1-1 count. Bottom of the 3rd with no outs. And there's the next pitch. That's down the dirt for ball 2. So 2-1 count. And that's up and out for ball 3. So 3-1 count for the first batter. And there's a foul out of play for strike 2. So full count here for the Kalama batter, the Kalama Chinooks. Payoff pitch. And that's going to be ball 4. So that puts a leadoff walk on for Kalama. Number 3 to the plate is Gavin McBride, their second baseman.
Quite the bat flip on a walk.
Yeah, you know, gotta make it look good. You're on film. All right, so we got a runner on first with no outs. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. There's a throw over to first. He wasn't nearly that far off the bag. Just gonna keep an eye on him.
Stole 2 bases last inning.
Yeah.
Really kind of forced the issue.
Yeah, gotta keep a better check on. There he
There he
goes.
goes.
Connor's throwing down, and it will not be there. So we get a steal at second. So now we have a runner at second with no outs. I'm pretty sure that was a ball. So we should have a 1-0 count on the batter. There's a foul ball to the right side. So I guess I was wrong. They have a strike on the first pitch on the scoreboard. So 0-2 count to the batter. And swing and a miss for a strikeout. So there's one out in the bottom of the third. So runner on second.
Here
One
comes
out.
the leadoff hitter.
Number 18. No, we're past that. 18 is the pitcher.
Two left-handers?
He's the four. This is the number 4 batter.
Okay, I didn't realize they had 2 left-handed hitters.
They got a couple of lefties. So this is the pitcher, Keaton Fisher. We got one out, bottom of 3, runner on second base.
A bench warning issued to
There's a swing and a miss for a strike.
Kalama about language toward
I saw that.
Wolverine pitchers.
Usually get that one time per game. Someone gets one. There's a throw over to second, but he was back easily. And unfortunately, Graham caught that because that was going into center field. All right, here's our second pitch to the batter. They're still bluffing the guy over there. Oh, they throw back on him again, and that one goes into center field. So there goes the runner to third, and then the call gets by him. So now we're going to... So that series of wild pitches scores the runner. We're waiting for Rich to come out and talk to some obstruction here because the runner interfered with the third baseman. But yeah, Rich is coming out now to talk to the umpire.
And that guy should have had it right there.
Yeah, I know.
That
Well,
umpire.
I think we're discussing if he's obstructed or not. Which, if they didn't call it at the time, they're not going to call it now. That's how I look at it. So wild pitch and a bad throw, or a bad throw to second.
Well, that was a
Call
walk.
a bad throw.
Walk, stolen base.
So that brings the runner all the way around for a 2-0 lead for Kalama. The pitcher is still at the plate. He's got not an 0-0 count. I don't know what they got on the scoreboard there. I think it's a 1-1, might be a 1 or a 2-1. All right, the umpire's they're gonna have a little conversation about obstruction at the play at third. So we're gonna.
He should be out.
Figure out what we're gonna do with that. I think the run's going to score. I don't think they're going to do anything about this. So we're going to figure that out. Well, they're going to call it all good. Well, Rich is going to go back, and I strenuously object.
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, you strenuously object. Well, I changed my mind.
Isn't that
Few good men.
A Few Good Men? Yeah. Oh, well, you strenuously object.
All right, so we still got a 2-0 lead for Kalama. Bottom of 3 with one out. Pitcher at the plate. I think he has a 2-1 count. I'm not 100% sure. So that's inside for a ball. So I'm waiting for the ump to give us a little heads up where we're at on the count because I've lost track. And he's not going to. So the scoreboard says 1-1, but I don't think that's
Nobody warming up for Friday Harbor.
No, they won't warm up yet. It's too soon. So there's a fly ball to left center
Into the
field.
gap.
It's going to roll the fence. Where a pitcher heads to second. He is going to turn and hold there. So there's a one-out double. Still a 2-0 game here in the bottom of the third. So that's going to bring up number 2, I believe. That is their shortstop, Caden Storia. Storia. I'm not so Storia. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a little bunt down the line to Camden. He's up with it, throws across the diamond. Does not make the, the ump calls him out. The coach calls him safe. There's a little disagreement on that. He called him out, didn't he? No, I guess he called him safe. I thought I saw the classic "you're out" sign from the umpire, but he is safe at first. So that makes the runners at first and third with 1 out. And that brings up number 1, Noah Imboden, the right fielder.
Will he be going on the first or the second pitch from first?
Right now, there he goes. They throw to short to cut off the runner at third. So they concede the steal at second. That puts the runners at second and third with 1 out. So they're going to try to tackle the guy at the plate here and keep anybody else from scoring. Here's the second pitch from Nathan. That's in there for a strike. So that's an 0-2 count to the batter with 1 out. Runners at second and third. And there's a foul tip back over here somewhere.
Popped up to first.
Oh, it is a pop-up. Sorry. Right to Chris Gustafson, who boots it. So there is no out. Runners stay put at second and third. So it was not a foul tip. It was in the field of play. So that runner is safe. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out. The catcher to the plate, he is
second time with the bases.
Todd Tabor.
Second time with the bases loaded.
Yeah, first time up here he got hit by a pitch and went down to first, and that scored the first run. So we're in a little conversation with the umpires probably about the infield fly rule. I don't know. They're going to call him out. So infield fly rule was probably in effect at that point. So they're calling the runner at first out. So that's going to change it to 2 outs. Runners at second and third.
Thank you so much.
So there's a base open for the catcher here.
You missed a little bit of drama. That's why I was like, go between innings.
All right, so here we go for the
So it's 2-0 now.
catcher. First pitch in, and that's going to be a strike. So a quick 0-1.
It was an infield fly rule.
Runner at third's bluffing pretty hard, but I don't think that's going to distract anybody. Here's the second pitch from Nathan.
Except now I'm afraid I'll fall asleep.
That's almost over his head. Good snag by Connor. Prevents that from going to the backstop. So 1-1 count.
Good watch, Seinfeld.
Runners at second and third with 2 outs. And that's going to be a nubber down to first. Chris Gustafson with the ball makes the play at first base. So that limits the damage. They get 1 run in this inning, so it's now 2-0 Kalama. Freddie Harbor is 0. I just said 2-0, but it's 2-0. We're going to go into the top of the 4th with Freddie Harbor coming to the plate.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor. Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Island Satellite Internet, 360-375-7107. Haley's Bar and Grill. Hopefully everybody's watching there at Haley's. Island Petroleum Services, Blue Water Bar and Grill, islandhomeservices.com, and Rude Electric. We are live here in Brewster. If you do not know where we are not in micro brewing anything. We are out in the middle
Apple
of
Country.
Apple Country. So maybe there's a little bit of cider brewing going on here, but Brewster, don't know the history of it. It's a lot of agriculture out here, it looks like. Beautiful, beautiful country out here. Wolverines trail 2-0 going into the top of the 4th inning. They're still showing the 3rd. Post-Jack will come up.
Post-Jack's going to lead us off here in the top of the 4th, right? Aren't we in the top of 4? That scoreboard still says 3.
Post-Jack hitting .425 on the season, had a triple into the gap in right center field. And that is his 2nd triple of the year.
All right, we got our catcher all geared back up, and we're almost through our warm-up pitches, so we should be live here in a sec.
On deck is Graham Leering. Wolverines, a little bit of a hole, but Pozniak did a good job of wiggling off the hook in that inning, inducing that pop fly for the infield fly, and then getting that little numbered Gustafson.
Number to first, yep.
So Pozniak did a good job, and see if he can do it here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Top of the fourth.
Top of the fourth.
First perch in for a strike, so 0-1 count to Pozniak. Here's your second pitch. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball one. 1-1 the count.
Pozniak, the starting pitcher for the Wolverines, has gone 3 strong innings, giving up 2 hits. He's at the plate right now for the Wolverines.
There's a foul ball, so
that's going to be somebody's pickup truck. Nope, just missed the pickup truck. Going back behind the concession stand.
Low for ball, so that's going to be a 2-2 count. And that's going to be outside for ball 3. So Nathan works a full count with no outs here in the top of the fourth. Here's the payoff pitch. And he fouls that one back. So we'll reset and do that again. Full count again. And he foul tips that one off again. So keeping the batter going.
Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive.
All right, so we're going to reset again here. And foul tip again. So he's stretching this bat out pretty far, which is good because the more pitches we got on this pitcher, the sooner we see somebody else. Not sure if this is their star guy or their number 2 guy, but we're going to find out. That's going to be inside for a strike, so there's a strikeout for Pozniak. So 1 down here in the top of the fourth with Graham Leering to the plate.
Leering comes in batting .475.
So here's the first pitch to Graham. He takes that for a ball. 1-0 count. Second pitch, foul ball. So 1-1 the count.
I'm not sure anybody knows where that ball went.
Yeah, I didn't see where it went. I just know it didn't land on me. That's going to be in there for a strike. So 1-2 count. Our umpire today has a low strike zone, I would say. Seems to be belt and down to about the ankles. There's a little hit to short. Player's up with it, throws across the diamond, just makes the play. So that'll be out number 2 for the Wolverines. Camden Lucy to the plate.
Brings up Camden Lucy, hitting .471 on the season.
And he's going to take that for ball 1.
Lucy's going to make him work the strike zone. He has 13 walks on the season.
Here's our second pitch. That's going to be down in the dirt, so that's going to be ball number 2.
He popped out to short last time over there behind third base.
Another ball, so 3-0 count for Camden Lucy. We'll probably get the take sign here from Rich. Got to get a guy on base here. We're halfway through the game with a 2-0 deficit. And there's a strike. So
Lucy's
takes that pitch for a strike.
Lucy's third on the team in batting average, but he has 13 walks, so very disciplined batter.
Here's the 3-1 count. That's going to be outside for ball 4, so that's going to walk Camden Lucy on with 2 outs and top of 4.
Brings up Garcia, hitting .385 on the season.
So here's Gavin Garcia. He's in the 6th hole. He's batting for Chris Gustafson today in the DH position. On deck is Dylan Roberson. Here's the first pitch to Gavin. Oh, throws over, tries to get Camden sleeping. He's back safely. So that's a high ball to Gavin for ball 1. That's going to be a low for strike. So 1-1 count. It's a very low strike zone. Here's the third pitch for a strike. So 1-2 count to Gavin Garcia. Runner on first with 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning.
Lucy over there on
hit here for sure.
Lucy over there on first, .596 on base percentage.
Well, there's a swing and a miss by Gavin Garcia. So that ends the 4th inning for us. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Kalama 2, or is it Kalama? Decided Kalama.
Kalama. That is the first Wolverine base runner that has not advanced to a scoring position. Had a runner on third and second.
So we're going to move to the bottom of the 4th here with Kalama 2, Friday Harbor 0. Nathan Posenjack is still on the mound. He's going to come out and warm up.
Wolverine
We're going to have number 17 leading off for Kalama. That's Drew Schlangen.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, Inter-Island Propane, Mike Carlson Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Star Excavation and Septic, and Friday Harbor Dentistry. And I tell you, they'll make me smile if they can get out of this inning without any further damage. Keep it close.
Actually, I was incorrect. It'll be Dawson Dunn leading off for Kalama.
Posenjack has gone to 3 innings.
Drop that mic. Well, he's been lucky. He's stranded a lot of runners. It could be a lot worse than where we're at now. It's just a 2-0 deficit.
Updated scores around the state.
One of those runs came on the walk, stolen base, the missed pickoff throw that came around to score.
11, Cleola Roslyn 5, and Tudor Lake 4, Ilwaco 3.
Ooh, close game. They're the top seed. Tudor Lake is. So that's the number 1 seed versus the number 16 in a 4-3 score.
Whoa!
So there's the first pitch, foul ball. So 0-1 count. Bottom of 4. There's a strike. So a quick 0-2 count.
That was a slow curve. That was
a nice pitch.
I think the batter was admiring the motion on that one. That's one of the hardest ones to pitch right there, or the hit.
Yeah, that's a high ball for a ball, so 1-2. Try to come up with a fastball, but just give it too high. All right, there's a fouled off, so another strike, so 1-2's count. Bottom of 4, Kalama 2, Friday Harbor 0 with no outs.
Everyone's trying to hit that pickup truck behind the fence, but they can't do it. Missed it by
Parked
inches
in the
on that
magical
one.
spot. So there's a fly ball to A.J. Root out and right. He gets underneath it and just misses it. Ball rolls to the fence. He's up with the ball. Looks like they're going to stop at second. So a little leadoff double there for Kalama.
Holds into a double. One of those that's really hard to read with the wind coming.
Yeah, it's still pretty breezy up there.
Yeah, when that ball's out there coming from the left field to the right field, got his hips turned the wrong way for the wind.
So there's our first pitch to number 17, who is
Showing
on the wrong
bunt.
page here.
Fouls it off.
Yeah, Drew Schlangen fouls that ball off, so 0-1 count for him. Runner on second with no outs. There's a nice curve there, but it's not going to call that one a strike. So 1-1 the count.
Haynes framed that one perfectly because that was a strike.
There's a foul tip off the umpire. So 1-2 count. There's a pop up to right field. It's going to A.J. Reed bobbles the catch and drops it. The runners do not advance though. So that's going to leave runners at first and second with no outs. And here's number 22 to the plate. That is not on my list because I'm on the wrong page. Dylan Mills, he is their leadoff batter. Or top of the order, I should say. So runners at first and second with no outs. And there's a foul tip, or a foul ball, I should say, not a foul tip.
And right off the roof
Right off the
of the trailer to our left.
So 0-1 count. There's a hit to right field. Root up with the ball, hits the cutoff man. Runners will hold, so there's runners at first, second, and third, so bases loaded. No outs, bottom of the fourth.
3 straight hits to right field.
That means they're getting the timing down on Nathan's pitches. He's either slowing down or they've got it dialed in. So we've got number...
And another left-handed batter.
Who's that? It's over on the number 2 batter. That should be Jack Doherty, number 10.
I think it's 10, yeah.
Kalama. First pitch, he drives it right foul, all the way to the fence, foul ball.
Pretty good power, compact swing on that one. And if he straightens that out, that's trouble. Wolverines are pitching inside on these.
0-1 count to the batter, bases loaded, no outs. And that's going to be low for a ball, 1-1 count.
I don't see anybody warming up for Friday Harbor.
Let's look at the ball, 2-1 count.
You can see some frustration from Posenjack out there. He's going to kick the dirt around a little bit.
That's high for ball 3, so 3-1 count. Bases loaded, no outs. I imagine they're going to give him the take on this pitch. See if he gets the walk. That'll give him another run. He's swinging away. It's a long fly ball to center. Dylan Roberson under it, makes the catch. Runner at third did not tag.
There you go, double play, double play! Double play!
Second base,
double play! Tag him! That's a double play! That's a double play! Go!
Tag second, there you go. There you go, there it is.
Sorry for those at home, I'm coaching from over here.
We got at least a double play.
Should be at least a double
Yeah,
play.
it's a double play at least. It should be triple. Nobody was tagging up there. So they're going to say the runner at second tagged up and advanced to third. The runner at third
Okay,
is
so
not
there's at least
tagged.
two outs on that.
Yeah, they got 2 outs. They got the catch, and the runner at third was out for not tagging up. So no runs score, 2 outs. There's a foul tip for the first pitch to number 3, who is Gavin McBride, their second baseman. So 0-1 count, 2 outs. Runners at first and third. No runs scored in that debacle, which is excellent for the Wolverines. And the runner goes. Connor holds it for the strike. So that's going to be a
Strike
0-2
number 2.
count. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. So pretty much the play is right here at the plate. You can get him to strike out here. The inning's going to be over. So here's the pitch right to Camden. He's up with it across the diamond. Pulls Chris Jefferson off the bag. So the runner's safe at first. The run from third counts. So that's going to be 3 for Kalama and 0 for Friday Harbor. So now we've got runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Nearly got out of that inning with all the,
That was close.
with everything
Pulled him
that.
off the bag with that throw, though. Here's the first pitch here. That's going to be a fly ball. Roberson is over underneath it. He makes the catch, so that ends the inning. Kalama had the bases loaded again and only comes out with 1 run. So it is Kalama 3, Friday Harbor 0.
For everything that went wrong to lead off that inning,
A lot of
to
things
get
went
out
right.
with, it really should have been 3 outs because I didn't think he got pulled off the bag on that.
No,
I'm
he
not
was
close
off.
enough. Was he?
Yeah, he stepped
Well, for everything that went wrong to get out of that with only
1.
the bases were loaded with no outs.
Yeah. No, only allowing 1 was pretty ideal
Yeah.
there.
So
So we're going to head to the top of the 5th here with Friday Harbor coming up to the plate.
Kalama nearly ran themselves out of the inning.
They're going to run out their same pitcher again.
Wolverine's-
Kalama is.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, MEM Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Star Excavation and Septic, Island Satellite Internet, 360-375-7107. And say hi to everyone that is watching down there at Haley's. We are going into the bottom of the 5th inning. Wolverines.
Top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th. Wolverines trail 3-0. Singles put on the board by Kalama.
So we got Dylan Roberson will be leading off for Wolverines.
Roberson with
Rich
a
is
big
out there
play.
with the
How big was that play there? You could see that. I don't know if the guy tagged up, but he couldn't go back.
Third didn't tag up. I didn't think second tagged
Me
up either.
because there was no way that he could have been there by that time.
Right. Yeah, I think it should
So
have been.
it should have been a triple play.
I think it should have been a triple play as well. And so did the coach. One of the coaches for Brewster was behind us. He said the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how the refs messed that one up.
So it looks like we're ready to go here. We've got Roberson on deck, and we've got Pierce Klein warming up on the on-deck circle. So maybe he's coming in, or we might be doing a swap here for the Wolverines. I saw Rich there with the roster with the umpire, and now he's talking with the other manager about some changes that are coming up. So now we're going to review the list again.
And I don't think there's still nobody warming up for the Wolverines. You ride the horse that got you here. Roberson out there to lead off.
All right, so we have everything straightened out apparently. So we're top of the fifth. We're kind of running out of innings here. So Wolverines need to get some guys on base and get some runs across the plate. Here's the first pitch to Roberson. That's a swing and a miss for a strike.
Roberson with a good cut on that one.
And that's inside for a ball, so 1-1. Fouled off for a strike, so 1-2 is the count. Ooh, calls that a ball. 2-2 count.
I happen to agree. Evens the count 2-2. Setting me up.
Well, there's an outside pitch for a full count now. So he works, Dylan Roberson works a full count here with no outs in the top of the fifth. Here's going to be the payoff pitch. Let's see what he gets to hit. And that's going to be in there for a strike looking. So there's the first out of the top of the fifth. We've got Pierce Klein in there. Looks like he's batting for, who's my 8-man? AJ Rude's the 8-man. So Pierce Klein's in for AJ Rude.
Klein hitting .235 on the season.
There's a first swing and a miss. Strike one. And that's going to be low for ball one. 1-1 the count. There's a high swing and a foul tip. So 1-2 the count. Another high pitch, so that's going to strike out Klein. So 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. Jackson Waldron to the plate. Levi Buchanan on deck, or Buckman as the announcer called him. So first pitch to Waldron. He takes that for a ball. 1-0 count.
Who's that pitching for Kalama?
It is Keaton Fisher. Here's the second pitch. That's going to be a ball. So a quick 2-0 count for Jackson here. Maybe he can work a walk out of this and get a runner on base for Levi. He's right back in him with the strike. So 2-1 the count. There's a swing and a miss. That brings it to a 2-2 count for Jackson Waldron. Low for ball 3, so full count to Jackson Waldron with 2 outs, top of the fifth. Here's the payoff pitch. Nope, Jackson's going to take time and step out. Gets his gloves all adjusted. He's going to get back in the box. All right, so here we go for the payoff pitch. And that's over his head for a ball. So Jackson Waldron walks with 2 outs at the top of the 5th. That brings up Levi Buchanan. So runner on first. Here's the first pitch to Levi. And that's in for a strike. Strike one.
Let's go, Levi. You got it. Base hit.
Jackson's got a nice little lead out there. Here's the second pitch. That's a foul tip. So 0-2 count for Levi. So we'll probably see Waldron going here on this pitch. He's got a nice big lead. Oh, he's back. We'll throw over to first.
I think the pitcher heard you.
Talking too loud.
No, I heard you saying he's going to go. Going to try to keep him honest over there on first.
Here goes Waldron. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss from Buchanan, so that ends the inning for the Wolverines. All right, so we're getting to the bottom of 5. Klamath 3, Friday Harbor 0. Looks like I think we're going to have a pitching change, if I'm reading the personnel correctly. Because AJ's back into right, so the pinch hitter must be for subbing someone else. No, Rich gives Nathan the ball. So where did Klein go in at? Klein is... I'm confused. How do you pinch hit a guy and then not have any replacements? Does that work?
In high school, I think the rules are slightly different.
You can do that, and I mean, you usually have to do something somewhere, but everybody's still out there. Or no, I see what happened. So Klein is in right field, and AJ Root, I think, is coming out. There you go. Someone had to come out the way they did that.
Here's a fun stat for you, John. Camden Lucy at third base has 0 errors on the season, 1,000 according to this.
All right. So we're a couple more warm-up pitches here for Nathan, and we're gonna get going. So Nathan's into his 5th inning pitching here. Worked out of a few jams, but Kalama has a 3-0 lead on the Wolverines. So here comes up number 2 for Kalama. That is Caden Staria, their number 5 hitter.
Hitting .415 on the season.
Back to our lefties. All right, get a little pep talk at the mound. We're ready to go here. Let's wait for the batter to step in.
Again, riding the horse that got you here. Posing Jack on the
pitch.
mound.
And that's in for a strike. So strike 1, bottom of the 5th. Here's the second pitch. And that's going to be fouled off the left side, out of play. So a quick 0-2 count for Posenjack against number 2 is here, Caden Staria. So we can get this third pitch here at the plate and get this inning done and started. And that's outside for ball 1. 1-2 count. A lot of groans from the Friday Harbor side. And that's inside. Did he go around? I don't know if he, guess he held up. So that's another ball. 2-2 count. I think the head of the bat was around to me. Nope, we're going to call him safe. so we're back in here with a 2-2 count. No outs, bottom 5. That's airmailed over at the top. So we got a full count now.
Just a bit outside.
Just a bit of everything on that one.
Remember the movie Major League?
Oh, yeah.
Bob Uecker, just a bit
Up
outside.
and out. So we got a full count here with no outs in the bottom of the 5th. Let's get our payoff pitch here. And he reaches to keep the plate alive. Foul tips or fouls it off the left side, so still a full count.
Sent 2 into the trailer park to our left. Is that a trailer park over there?
I think it is.
Okay. Sent 2 into
There are
the trailer
trailers over there.
What's that?
I said there's trailers over
I
there.
can see a couple.
Batter takes time, steps out of the box.
A lot of
All
room
right,
in this outfield.
Here's the pitch, full count, or payoff pitch. And that's a solid hit up the middle. Levi makes the stop, but it went by under Levi's glove. Went into center field. He will not make the play, so runner's safe at first. All right, so we've got a leadoff single for Kalama. No outs, bottom of 5. Number 1 to the plate, Noah Imboden.
Gonna have a new pitcher coming in for Kalama.
They got someone warming up down there. All right, here's our first pitch. Now we got to throw over to first. He's safe there. Runner's going. Connor Haynes up throwing. Ball is there, but late. Runner is safe at second. So no outs. So runner moves to second on a steal. We've got I think that was a ball. I didn't really see the call. Ball 1 to the batter. So 1-0 count. Runner on second with no outs. Or no, wait a minute. 0-1. So I'm sorry. It's an 0-1 count. That's over everybody's head, but Connor snags it as it gets the backstop. That's going to be a ball 1. So we should have a 1-1 count. Runner on second. No outs. It's right in there for a strike. So 1-2 is the count.
I don't think I'll ever understand that as a strike.
I'm just not seeing the same thing. So 1-2 the count. Here's the little hanging curve. It goes to right field. Climb backs up. It's under it. Makes the catch. Runner advances from second to third. So that's going to be 1 out with a runner on third. And we've got number 12 there, catcher the plate, Todd Tabor. So we got a run out with a runner at third. Here's the first pitch from Nathan. Looks like a strike, but it wasn't a strike. Ball 1. So 1-0 count with a runner on third and 1 out. Gives us a bunt sign, pulls it back. That's ball 2. So 2-0 with a runner on third. Pitch is in there for a strike. There's a 2-1 count.
He turned that one over. It looked like it was supposed to be a curve, but it didn't break.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. It did look like that.
With his arm motion.
And next pitch, fouled off. So that should be a 2-2 count, I think.
Doherty is warming up in the bullpen.
Thought he was warming up.
For Kalama.
And there's the pitch. He reaches and nubs it over to Camden, who checks the runner, throws the third, and bounces it in. So that'll leave the runner safe at first. The runner stays on third. So we've got runners at the corner with 1 out.
Fourth straight inning with 2 runners on.
So look at a pinch run for the catcher. So number 8's in there running for the catcher, Ashton Johnson. Umpire reloads his bag. And we got number 14 at the plate, Dawson Dunn, their third baseman. Rich is going to give the pass. He's going to walk him. So we're going to have the bases loaded with 1 out, and that's going to bring 17 to the plate. Drew Schlangen.
This is a
number 9 hitter.
Yeah, no, who struck out.
A couple times.
Yeah.
So bases loaded for the number 9 hitter, 1 out. Bottom of 5. There's a swing and a miss.
Can't catch up to the fastball.
Still no one in the Wolverines bullpen. He's low for ball 1, so 1-1. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of 5. Line of 3, Friday over 0. That's almost swung at that. That's ball 2. 2-1 count. Got into that eye candy zone there. I think he was going to swing at it. That's going to be low for ball 3. Connor keeps the ball in front of him, keeps the runner at third. So 3-1 count.
One out.
1 out. 1 out, bottom of 5. Bases loaded. Giving us a bunt. Chris charges. Oh, takes a strike.
Does he think he's going to walk when he has the bat stuck out there?
All righty, so full count here for the batter. 1 out, bases are loaded. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner bluffs down the line. Ball is a ball, so that's going to walk in a run. Rich is coming out to talk to Nathan. So we're going to have bases loaded with 1 out. Bottom of 5 with
the right-hander.
Dylan Mills, their leadoff or their number 1 batter, up to the plate.
He's going to bring in the right fielder to pitch.
So that's going to be, that's why they switched earlier. So Pierce Klein's going to come in to pitch. They'll probably shuffle the infield around a little bit, put Nathan somewhere there. Let's see what they do here. So Nathan's going to go out to right field. Pierce Klein's going to come in and pitch.
What'd you have as the score?
4-0.
Oh, there, they changed it to 4.
Yeah.
They had 7 on there.
No, it wasn't 7. It could be 7.
No, they had 7 on the board a couple seconds ago. That's why I was like, what happened?
It could be 7. The way the game's gone today. So Klein's going to come in and warm up. Everybody's going to have a little chit-chat here. The outfielders chatting, the infielders chatting. That's going to still leave 22 to the plate, which is Dylan Mills, their number 1 hitter, or the number 1 on the order.
Wolverine,
bases loaded with 1 out.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center, islandhomeservices.com, Root Electric, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Star Excavation and Septic, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Lemon Computers, Chicago Title, King's Market and Deli, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Inter Island Propane, Island Satellite Internet, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, and Blue Water Bar and Grill and MEM Enterprises. It is 4-0 Kalama. And I'll tell you what, that was a calamity that was not a triple play down there.
All right, well, we're almost through Klein's warm-up pitches here. Runners are going back to their bases.
Oof. Got some motion on that.
Swervy derby.
It looks, it has a good bend to it.
Yeah.
But
he's
more of a slurve.
He's got a curve though. He's got to wake it up. All right, so here we go on the bottom of 5. Kalama 4, Friday Harbor 0, 1 out. Bases are loaded. Got the left-handed batting Dylan Mills, their number 1 in the order batter. And here comes our first pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 1. Outside for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Getting closer. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Get a little more break on the curve. And that's going to be driven foul down the right field line for 2-2 count. So 2-2 count, 1 out, bottom of 5, bases loaded. A way outside curve, it didn't break. So full count to the.
This is Pierce's 9th appearance on the mound for the Wolverines this season.
There's the ball. So that's going to walk in a runner. So we've got Kalama 5, Friday Harbor 0. Bases loaded, still 1 out. And we're rolling around to the number 2 batter, which is Jack Doherty, the first baseman.
Two runs pushed across here in the.
There's that curve again, but just doesn't quite break enough to get over the plate.
I don't think the ref knows what to do, or the umpire knows what to do with a curve like that.
It's right there at the edge. It's really close. So that was ball 1. And there's a low fastball. It gets past Connor, and everybody's going to hold. No one's going to try to run. So that's going to be 2 balls.
Bringing the play right into your living room.
There's that nice big curve. He swings at that one.
That 10-2 curve.
Yeah, that thing was way in there. So that's going to be 2-1, I think.
After seeing Posenjak's fastball, nice to come in relief and be able to throw that curve for a strike.
There's an inside fastball. It just misses. So that's going to be 3-1, I think. I don't think the scoreboard's right.
It hasn't been right very often.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the count's 3-1 here. Bases loaded with 1 out. And there's a single into right field. Posenjak up with the ball. 1 run scores. Here's the relay in. 2 runs score. So we got a 1 out single to right, scores 2 runs. That's going to bring it up to 7 for Kalama. Kalama. 7, Friday Harbor 0. Still 1 out. Bottom of 5. Got our number 3 hitter here. There's an uncontested steal there at second. So this is Gavin McBride, the second baseman. So now we have runners at second and third with 1 out. And there's that curve again. It's fouled over into someone's van, almost someone's van. So there's a 0-2 count here to the batter. 1 out, runners at second and third. There's that nice curve again, but it did not bite on it.
It is
1-2 count.
7-0 Kalama.
There's a hit right up the middle. Gets past Graham to the center fielder, Dylan Roberson. He throws in. That's going to score 2 more runs. So that's going to bring it up to 9. Kalama 9, Friday Harbor 0. Runner on first with 1 out. And up to the plate is number 18, the pitcher, Keaton Fisher.
Gives you an idea of how effective Posenjack was, keeping them off balance with the fastball, off-speed pitch. They really couldn't do a whole lot. They were able to load the bases, but he was able to get out of trouble several times.
The runner's going. They're not going to throw down on them. They're going to concede the base.
9-0.
That was a strike. So 0-1 counts the batter. There's a high ball that did not break. So that's going to be 1 ball and 1 strike.
I like the idea of changing from a fastball pitcher to somebody that can bend the ball going up there. But Kalama has just been patient enough on those curves.
There's a pop-up ball.
Lucy
foul.
should have
Lucy
that.
should have it. He catches it. Well, that's 2 outs. So 2 down here in the bottom 5 with a runner on second. Kalama 9, Friday Harbor 0. Got Caden Storia up to bat. Their number 5 batter.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Wolverines down by 9 against Kalama here in the 2B state playoffs.
Well, the curve it didn't break. So that's ball 1.
That's so slow, that curve.
Well, if it doesn't break, you're going to clean it up. So that's the real problem with it.
Setting him up
He
outside.
steps off to get the runner back at second. So we're 2 out, runner on second with 1 ball on this batter. Bottom of 5. And that's going to be low for a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. There's a long fly ball to left. Jackson Weldon under it makes the catch, so that's going to end the inning. Kalama throws down some more runs there. They have a 9-0 lead over Friday Harbor. We'll go into the top of the 6th inning.
6 runs in that inning.
And I can't remember where we're at on the Friday Harbor lineup, to be honest. We had a pinch
Wolverine
hitter,
Sports on
Jackson.
Friday Harbor Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. MEM Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, and you gotta tip your hat to Posenjack, because you saw in there what those batters could do with hits, with the pitches, and he kept them off balance. There were a lot of errors that kind of put him in places. That is Doherty out on the mound for them. He's a youngster. This is his 9th appearance, a left-hander.
Yep. All right, so Connor Haynes will be leading off for the Wolverines as we get everybody warmed up and ready to go.
Haynes hitting .400 on the season. .16 for 40. 2 doubles, 14 RBI.
All right, so we're all warmed up. Here's Connor to the plate. Top of 6. Our leadoff hitter for the Wolverines.
For Friday Harbor, it was, who's the pitcher for Friday Harbor?
Pierce Klein.
Pierce Klein was pitching. Now there's Doherty in there for Kalama, the left-hander.
So there's a first pitch strike to Connor Haynes. 0-1 count.
Why are they called southpaws?
I don't know. I'm right-handed. Well, actually, I'm both, but that's a whole other story. There's a foul
Did they
tip.
get the truck yet? No,
Well,
almost.
that's 2 strikes to Connor. 0-2 count.
Because in Chicago, the pitcher would face the south, where in other places they would face north.
There's another foul ball from Connor, so he's keeping his bat going here. 0-2. Another pop up there. Where'd it go?
First base.
Yep. Yep, it's got it. So that's an out. So 1 down here in the top of the 6th. Here comes Nathan Posenjack to the plate with Graham Learing on deck. All right, so first pitch to Nathan. And that's going to be in there for a strike.
Fastball after we saw him do some other stuff.
Second pitch low for a ball, 1-1 count. Swing and a miss on the third pitch. So it's going to be a 1-2 count. 1 out, top of 6.
This pitcher has 10 strikeouts, 10 walks, 9 strikeouts on the year.
Wow. That one's outside.
So it's either feast or famine.
Yep. That happens sometimes when you pitch. Depending on what situation you get put into, it can be exasperated. 2-2 count for Nathan. And there's a little nubber back to the shortstop. Ball across the mound. And he's safe. Or, I mean, out. Sorry. Not safe. Out. So that's going to be 2 outs. We've got Graham Learing to the plate. 2 outs, top 6.
Buchanan hitting .488 on the season.
Graham. And he fouls that off.
Do we find? Nope.
So 0-1 count to Graham Learing. 2 outs, top 6.
I love those.
Kalama 9, Freddie Herbert 0. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 count with 2 outs.
With a long swing like that, it's hard to slow it down on those pitches that are low and away. I expect them to go right back to that pitch. Nope.
And that's going to be up and out for a ball. So 1-2 count.
And the catcher just saved the camera because that was coming right at us.
Nah, I think it was going to hit between us. That's other way for a ball. The umpire did not call that a strike. So that's going to be a 2-2 count with 2 outs, top of 6. Got a tall batter and a low pitch. It's not going to get called a strike very often. And there's a swing and a miss. That's going to be the end of the inning there for the Wolverines. And the top of the 6th will be heading to the bottom of the 6th for Kalama's at bat. They should be where in their order at. They are number. I think they're on their 6th hitter.
Oh, I
think. Yeah. Number 1.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV is presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Inter-Island Propane Services. Inter-Island Propane. MEM Enterprises, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Rude Electric, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services. We are going into the Kalama part of the 6th inning. And for those of us that have been in Friday Harbor under clouds for the past 7 months, it's starting to kind of get to us a little bit. Here we go. right into your living room. We're right in the heat. There's clouds all around, but sun above.
Cooking it.
So we should ask Becky for a weather report.
Weather
wherever she
update
is.
from Weather Central.
We'll take it now to Becky in our.
So the Wolverines are going to switch to Levi Buchanan for pitcher. A little pitch time for one of our seniors.
Your throwing shoulder?
Huh?
Is it your throwing shoulder?
I don't play softball or anything.
Okay.
I do gymnastics.
Oh, okay. That's from the.
Yeah. It's actually not as bad as it used to be. It was really dark for a long time.
All right, a few more
Sorry,
pitches here for
you had to
Levi,
be a
and then
part
we're
of
going
that
to be
conversation.
moving on. And yes, I was correct. This is number 1 leading off, Noah Unboden for Kalama. Couple more.
Pierce Klein back on the mound for the Wolverines.
No, Jackson's out there. He's out there buying candy.
Oh,
I think it's 9.
18. Levi Buchanan. Levi Buchanan on the mound for the Wolverines.
All right, so we're all
That's
set to go here.
Buchanan has a 1.75 ERA. This is his 6th appearance on the season on the mound.
Here's the first pitch, kind of sails high for Levi. So that's a 1-0 count. And that one's light in the wheelhouse, and Nathan Posenjak comes up with the ball across the field. Got him at the first. Chris keeps his foot on the bag. So there's the first out in the bottom 6.
Gustafson with a
Up
nice
to bat is
stretch
the
out there.
catcher, Todd Tabor. I heard the people say Tabor, so I'm going to say Tabor. So 1 out. Bottom of 6. Gets his little batting box already. Do a little housekeeping over in the home dugout. And here's our first pitch. In there for a strike.
That was a chest level curve.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. It's not what he's expecting at all. Here's our second pitch. And that's down low
And
for
that
another
one
strike.
up there too.
So he worked the top of the zone to the bottom of the zone with 2 curves.
Now fastball inside. Nope. Fastball outside.
Setting up out. And fouls it down right field line. So still 2 strikes, no balls. 0-2 count.
Check
1 out in the
swing.
bottom 6.
Check swing foul over the Wolverines dugout.
And there's one right up the middle to Posenjak. He fields it, throws across the diamond, makes the play at first with Chris Gustafson. So that's going to be 2 outs here real quick in the bottom of the 6th. That brings up, was this number 14 for Kalama, Dawson Dunn.
Posenjak still throwing strikes out there, but he's doing it from
different direction.
without the mound underneath him, out there at short. First 2 have gone to him. He's thrown them out at first.
First pitch in low for a ball. 1-0 count. Here's the second pitch. That's going to be low as well for a 2-0 count.
And he really rears back, and it's hard to pick up that ball because he rears back so far, and he has a release point so close to the plate.
That and he's got that movement on his curves. It makes it a really nice combination. There's a
Look
strike.
at that right there.
2-1. And he can locate the ball really well. That makes him a really good pitcher. Doesn't overpower with speed, but it's got location and movement. And there's another strike. So there's 2-2.
That was nasty right there. Froze the batter.
Well, this was the getting the pitch in the next game. Not the start, but pitch in the next game. There we go. That's strike 3. So that ends the inning for the Wolverines. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to go to top of 7. They changed the score on the scoreboard to Kalama 8, Friday Harbor 0. I wasn't actually personally writing it down, but I think it is 9.
I had 9. They
I
had
had 9.
7 up there when it was 4.
Yeah, I think it's
So
9.
maybe they're having a short in the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Anyway, Wolverine Sports on
So
Friday
this is
Harbor
their
County
last
TV.
at bats. Oh, go ahead.
Presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. Inter-Island Propane, MEM Enterprises, Mike Carlson Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Rude Electric, Island Home Services, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Satellite Internet at 360-375-7107. Soon they will have new cell phone service through Dish at $39 per line, unlimited, but it's only for Dish Network customers.
Jeff can catch.
Here we go into the top of the
Why
7th
they
inning
can
for the
fly.
Wolverines.
Yeah.
Have Posey,
Yeah, they were shocked.
Garcia,
They were at, well, Jeffrey,
and
what
I
else did he
cannot
play?
tell
Like,
who's
well, I caught in
in the
majors
hole.
with Babe Ruth. They're like, go home and get your gear. Here's our helicopter coverage of the game.
better than the airport. Of course, you don't have the airport really at the new fields.
All right, so here's Camden Lucy leading off the Wolverines.
Lucy hitting
Running.
471 on the year.
Top of the 7. Kalama 9, Friday Harbor 0.
He's been on base twice, I think.
That's going to be high for ball 1.
Leads the Wolverines in on-base percentage, and showing that here today. So both benches have been warned.
That's going to be low for ball 2. So 2-0 count. Got Gavin Garcia on deck, and after him should be Dylan Roberson. There's one
Doherty out
ball,
there
so it's got a
pitching.
3-0 count.
Doherty out there pitching for Kalama.
So let's see if he's got a take sign on here with a 3-0 count. And he does, and that's a
And
walk.
that's
so
why
there's a leadoff walk for the Wolverines.
And that's why Lucy has the, he's almost, actually for the season now, he's probably at 600 on base percentage. Been
All right,
on.
so Rich is going to make some swaps here. I think we'll probably have a pinch runner. Or a courtesy runner, a pinch runner. I guess technically this would be a pinch runner, not a courtesy runner.
Will it be Volk out there, you think?
Well, we'll see what Rich wants to do. He might put one of the younger kids in there. We've got Elliot Simones, and who else is on the bench? Brady Johnson, Cody Anderson, and then Jeffrey, who's now in the game pitching and running for Camden Lucy, is Jeffrey Volk at first base.
And Garcia,
Gavin Garcia at the plate.
hitting 385 on the season. Goes
So
up
here's
there.
our first pitch to Gavin. Oh, we're going to step off the mound. Umpire was not in position. We're high camera footage from our helicopter coverage. There's a swing and a miss from Gavin for strike 1. We're looking over at first. There's strike 2. Looking
taking
so
that one
quick
right
0-2
there.
count to Gavin Garcia.
Wolverines needing. Well, it's back to 9.
Yeah, I think they got it right now.
Scoreboard
And that's foul
has
tip right back at us.
fluctuated,
So still an 0-2 count.
and so has our camera off of that foul ball off of Wolverine batter.
Alrighty, so here's the pitch, and it is ball. So 1-2 the count. It's going to be tough to steal base on a left-handed pitcher when he's staring at you the whole time. And that looks like that's inside the Gavin, so that's going to be 2-2. So 2-2, no outs, top of 7, runner on first. And there's a hit from Gavin, bounces to the third baseman. Jeffrey's out at second. Gavin's safe at first, so the leadoff runner's cut off at second base. So that's going to leave 1 out with Dylan Roberson with a runner at first. And looks like we're going to pinch run again. Yeah, courtesy run for the DH. You can do that. And he was the last out.
You put Volk back out there?
You can, the way the rules are written. It'd be kind of funny, but they're not going to steal against a left-handed pitcher. I mean, he's staring right at you the whole time. All right, there goes.
Number 1.
It's not Chris Gustafson's going to pinch run for Gavin Garcia. So 1 out here, top of 7, runner on first. Dylan Roberson at the plate. Umpire's getting his gear all back together, and we're going to be ready to go here.
To our south, it looks like there's some rain.
Yeah, it keeps running. It runs. It's running parallel to us. We have to look over. Where are we at? Like that way or something. Okay, so there's the. Oh, there's. I was going to say a ball, but it's a strike. So guess I was wrong there. Chris Gustafson with a little lead at first. Here's the pitch. That's strike 2. So quick 2-strike count for the pitcher. Gustafson out to a big lead. Here's the pitch. It's
That's a
hit
shot.
right over the second baseman. Chris is going to stop at second. So runners on first and second with 1 out for Pierce Klein. Jackson Waldron on the on deck circle. That's inside the Klein for ball 1. There's a check swing strike. So 1-1 the count decline. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Top of 7. And that ball's in there for a strike. 1-2 the count. And takes that third strike. So that's 2 outs in the top of 7. Here's Jackson Waldron up with runners at first and second. He walked in his last at bat. There's ball 1 to Waldron. There's a strike. So 1-1. They throw back to second for Gustafson, and pretty close on the tag, but they call him safe.
Goes back in, standing up.
So 1-1 count to Waldron. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. And there's a foul ball back to the left side.
Into the trailer park.
So we're going to reset here. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Takes that for strike 3. So that's going to end the game. Kalama 9, Friday Harbor 0. Shutout for Kalama in the first round of the playoffs. They will play Brewster next in about 45 minutes, and the Wolverines are done for the year.
Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. By Inter-Island Propane, MEM Enterprises, Mike Carlson Enterprises, King's Market and Deli, Chicago Title, Lemon Computers, Tony's Terrific Carpet Care, Star Excavation and Septic, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Root Electric, IslandHomeServices.com, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Island Petroleum Services, Haley's Bar and Grill, Island Satellite Internet, 360-375-7107. That will do it for the game. And Closing Jack should get this point.
Number 14, Dawson Dunn.
Oh, here.
For Friday Harbor, Nathan Cosmojak.
Closing Jack.
Cosmojak.
You said it right the first time.
Thank you. And
Alrighty.
this, I think, is your wives.
Yeah, so we got a little closing show we're going to do.
Your wife's. Not like you have multiple wives. Well, that will do it. That's really not what I think a lot of people were expecting. That was a good picture, but Wolverines, in some cases, were their own worst enemy defensively.
Well, went back to having to play a perfect game, and it was far from it.
And Posenjak, I mean, he earned that sportsmanship award, goes out there, throws four solid innings.
I'd be curious how many pitches he threw. He probably threw about 80 or 90.
Oh, yeah. But, the umpire didn't do him any favors. Should have been a couple of plays that I thought should have been outs, which extended his the pitches that he had made, put guys on
Well, and then
base.
we're talking about little fielding mistakes that kept the innings going. Yeah.
And so the Wolverines, they finished the year 12-3, which is not a bad year.
No.
Okay, not by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, as soon as we finish this broadcast, we're going to go. Yeah, that's all right.
So what the Wolverines were able to do through their entire body of work, they dominated their league, what they're supposed to do, but they also went up into Whatcom County.
Yeah, beat some 1A teams.
So they took on a Kalama school that has played for state championships in pretty much every sport.
Well, and it's that whole group they come from. It's an 8-team 2B group that hate each other and play each other constantly.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rivalry there in that group, which makes you play harder.
Yeah. So the Wolverines had a great season. The seniors, AJ Rude, Pierce, was it Pierce Klein?
No, Pierce is a freshman. So it's Levi Buchanan, AJ Rude, Dylan Roberson, Connor Haynes, and Camden Lucy.
Okay, those 5 guys, they kind of it's pretty impressive what they were able to do, because they really didn't have 2 seasons.
No.
So they went from their
season
freshmen to seniors. Okay, and so other places were playing baseball last year when the Wolverines' season was shut down.
Yeah.
So they're basically sophomores that were out there.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No,
So
they definitely got the most they can get out of this year by getting the playoffs.
Congratulations to them. We'll see I don't know if any of the players want to talk.
No, they're kind of don't know what they're doing.
So we'll keep it live for a few minutes and see if anybody
It's like everybody's
wants
bailing out of here.
to talk. What's that?
Looks like they're bailing.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go chat over there by the in the bullpen. But we'll see what they want to do. If they want to say anything, I can take your microphone if you want to get rid of that. You know all of our sponsors. We don't have to tell you who they are. Make sure you pay them a visit and thank them for making this season possible, because without them, this just is not possible for those of us who have full-time jobs that don't include broadcasting. And hang with us for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go see if I can get one of the seniors to chat with us, but I got it packed up real quick. There you go.
Perfect. Got it.
Is this yours?
It is mine. You're right. I got so hot I had to take it off. And then
I just showed the whole world that you were leaving it behind. But we're gonna make our way over there without killing ourselves. There is going to be a little bit more. Wolverines have sent three athletes to state in golf, one in track 2. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get anything. Do you think he'll let us talk to anybody? Do you think anybody will want to talk? Okay, we'll see. I think they're letting some of the seniors have some words. Seniors are so important for these young teams, and even more important this year because of the pandemic. They haven't really had anybody to show them the way. So, you know, they're adopting the leadership that you can see Camden Lucy over there. Posenjak is a junior, but he's clearly a leader of this team as well. So there are 5 seniors on this team that, you know, they're leaving behind. Kind of interesting that they did not have a sophomore or junior years. So what the Wolverines are building have a lot of youngsters on this team that started. I think 3 freshmen started. So, you know, what they did is very important to the future of the Wolverine program. Wolverines fall 9-0. They're on usually the ones that are throwing the shutouts, but the Kalama pitchers kept them off balance, kept them to a minimal amount of base running, and Kalama was able to take advantage of a couple of Wolverine errors to kind of open the game up there in the 5th inning. We will try to see if we can get A lot of sad faces. I think we're going to end it right here, not put any of the kids on the spot. We will see you next year on the gridiron.